What's up, YouTube? So today I'm going to be talking about how you can hire people for just $2 to $4 per hour that can help you with your business. And yes, that is not a mistake. I did say $2 to $4 per hour. What are you making?
Paleo pancakes.
First off, I want to let you guys know that I started a Facebook group for entrepreneurship, and it's not just going to be about Amazon. Obviously, a lot of my audience is interested in Amazon, but as you guys know, I'm thinking longer term, I'm thinking bigger. So even if you're not doing Amazon, if you're just interested in business, entrepreneurship, growing yourself, get in there. There's a link in the description. It's free, of course. Just send in the request and I'll get you approved, and I hope to see you in there posting. So first, I've got just a bit of busy work, just typical stuff. So I'm gonna power through that and then get back to the topic. So how can you hire employees in your business for just a few dollars per hour? The big secret that's actually not a secret at all. I'm talking about hiring VAs, virtual assistants, which big companies do this at scale, call centers, stuff like that. Most common is the Philippines, because the Philippines has this amazing population of great people that speak English. Tons of them are fresh out of college and eager for work. And you might be thinking that it is like you're cheating them, right? But the truth is that they love this opportunity, seriously, because the cost of living there is just very different from what we're used to in the US, or maybe you're watching this in Europe, something like that. So the cost of living is much, much lower there. For example, in Cebu, where my main virtual assistants are, the minimum wage there is only $152 per month. So the possibility for you to actually pay your VA more than they would have been working at an office job that they probably hate, and maybe they have a mean boss and a commute and all the same reasons that we want to work online, right? The same thing applies to virtual assistants, and it's incredible. So they have the opportunity to hang out with their kids and work from their computer and be wherever they want to be. Maybe they'll start traveling or vlogging, I don't know. But so the thing is that to us, it might seem like such an amazing deal that we almost feel like it's just this, how is that allowed type of thing. But the truth is it's just this amazing global arbitrage that's going on. It allows us to get amazing employees at rates that allow us to grow our businesses without bleeding so much cash. And you're providing an opportunity to Filipinos who love this opportunity. It's not like it's like their last choice or something. Honestly, like my VA, he's always telling me like, oh, all my friends are super jealous. Like, how did you get this job? How do you work from home? And your boss seems super chill. And it's crazy. And so you have this opportunity to bring an opportunity to other people as you are getting this tremendous benefit of having great employees at affordable prices and everything that goes along with that. So what can you actually have a VA do for your business? A lot of people feel wrongly that because these workers might be so affordable that the quality is really low. And that's honestly not the case at all. Because first of all, a ton of the VAs that you will find are literally fresh college graduates with probably more qualifications than most people in the United States that can't find a good job because the economy there and just the job market there is not that great. And they would have to be, like I said, going to an office, maybe have a commute and a boss they don't like or all of that. So you can find people with any qualification. I'm talking like computer science degrees or graphic design experts. So for me personally, my main VA, his name is Francis. He's super awesome. He's the one editing these videos. So if you think these are well edited, I'm getting tons of compliments for it, and I keep saying, no, it's Francis. So if you think these are great, I mean, this is just live proof of the quality, right? So Francis is super devoted to learning how to become a better editor, and you can see, just go through my videos from just a couple months ago. You can literally, I mean, this is basically documenting how freaking good he is, and that's just one thing. So he's been working in my business for over a year, and he does all the customer service. So he knows Amazon's messaging system, and we've talked back and forth. So he's trained on how to navigate Amazon's weirdness about what you can and can't say. And he knows everything about like review monitoring and requesting negative feedback to be removed. So he's totally on board with basically everything customer service related, and he's just watching that for me. So in my particular case with Francis, he is a graphic designer, photography guy by trade. That's his background. But he also was more than capable of customer service, so that worked perfectly. So, and that's a little rare. That's just one general tip, is with most VAs, you can't expect them to just, I feel like there's this big misconception about just this like magical virtual assistant who will do everything. And you need to realize that a virtual assistant is a person you are hiring. Like they're normal, awesome people, right? But you can't just like be expecting this magician in your business, like, hey, go grow my Instagram. It's like, so you have to find and do all these other things at the same time, right? So my point is, you usually find a VA with a particular expertise, like for example, a graphic designer, or somebody who's good at SEO, or somebody who can write blogs, or somebody who can manage like your Shopify coding backend web stuff, or a video editor. I got really lucky and found somebody who's, an all-star and can do a whole bunch of things. So yeah, I mean, the possibility with VAs is seriously up to your imagination. I mean, because there's this massive arbitrage compared to hiring a skilled worker in the US for $20+ per hour versus hiring a skilled employee in the Philippines for $3, $4, $5 an hour. Because that's the reality of it. It's because the minimum wage is less than $2. I think it's like, well, I said it was $152 a month in Cebu, so do the math. But it's less than $2, I believe. And so if you're talking about paying somebody $4 or so, I mean, that's making double minimum wage. So that's like the equivalent of making 20-ish an hour in the US. So you're talking about hiring degreed, skilled people for that price point. So it brings up this amazing arbitrage. Like maybe you're building a social media marketing agency and you have all of this work. You're the one getting clients and you're the master of that. But then you have this team of VAs that is doing the actual Instagram posting or the running Facebook ads or something like that. I mean, that's just one example. This could apply to almost any business. Maybe you have a bookkeeping business and you could have, rather than hiring US bookkeepers, you could hire Filipino bookkeepers and have many more employees for the price of the same number of employees in the US. I mean, it really gets you thinking about the possibilities, right? So now you're probably wondering, where do I find a VA? And first off, I want to talk about a couple sites that are always thrown around that I have used, but be a little skeptical. So I'm talking about here Fiverr and Upwork, stuff like that. So Fiverr is a site where I mean, the name meant that everything was $5. I think now a lot of stuff is more than $5, but there's like minimum things at $5. But the problem with Fiverr is that this is generally sort of bottom of the barrel type of work and one-off tasks. But that's okay. If you need something really basic done and you're just like one time, like, hey, I just need this image edited and I have nobody to do it and it's not like an ongoing working relationship type of thing, sure, go for it. I mean, and you can get it done cheaply. That's fine. I've never personally used Fiverr, or maybe I did. I don't even remember. It was years ago. I did use the other one I'm going to talk about, which is Upwork. And Upwork is a little bit better, but it's still for mainly, in my opinion, like one-off tasks. Now, I think there's more of a marketplace now for even like US consultants and stuff like that, but I have no idea. I've never really used it for that. But as far as like VA type work, what I'm talking about, it's still more like, hey, I have this task. Can you quote me on this task? Stuff like that. So now I want to talk about the one that I am seriously a fan of and I've been amazingly hyped on. This is the one that the legit business owners use. This is what I've used. This is where I found Francis, who's the one editing these videos, like I mentioned. This is where friends of mine who have built out whole teams of staff find their employees. And this is just where you find long-term quality people who will be actually a part of your team. And the resource that I'm talking about is called Online Jobs. And there is a link in the description. It is an affiliate link because I freaking love these guys. I mean, I think we have trust here that I'm never gonna ever promote something that I don't personally use or believe in. I haven't really even promoted anything, but I do have a few links down there of software that I use in my Amazon business, and Online Jobs is not it's not like an Amazon software, but it's a tremendous resource because it's basically a two-sided marketplace. So like I said before, it's great for the Filipino side. It's like how to be a VA, like work from home, all the same things that we're interested in. But then for us, they have it broken down by category. Like there's a video editor category, SEO category, webmaster category, customer service category. So you can go in there and you can browse resumes. Or what I've personally done is post a job, which I think is the best because you can detailed outline exactly what you're looking for, and then you'll just get hit with applications. Like when I originally posted my job offering, well, I've done a few of them, but the first one, I mean, I must have got, probably over 100 applicants, and then you just kind of sort through, you can start talking to them, all of that. They even have I believe it's free, I haven't used it, but they even have a software for tracking like the hours spent by your VA to make sure if you're worried about that, you can sort of track the time that they're working. Personally, we're just cool and we just make it work. I'm not sweating that type of stuff, but they do offer that if you're interested. But yeah, I mean, my experience with Online Jobs is that it's the legit resource. It's where you go when you actually want to hire an employee in your business, and you will find people all day from $2 and up. I mean, obviously it depends on the skill level and all of that, but once you get just a little above that, you're going to be talking about quality people. If you need just basic like virtual assistant, which means like just more basic tasks like data entry, whatever, that's going to be like 2 or under probably. But if you're talking more like kind of the stuff I'm talking about, that's a couple dollars more. But still, I mean, unbelievable value. So yeah, if you're looking for a VA to work in your business on your team, not just like, hey, here's a few bucks, edit these pictures, whatever, Fiverr, Online Jobs is the resource you want to use. And if you appreciate me telling you about it, use my link. Are you hustling?
I'm responding to messages on Facebook because I'm so popular.
Is that business or personal?
It could be business, but for now it's personal.
Well, it looks like you're working, so that's what counts.
Yeah.
Also, the book that opened my eyes to the possibility of VAs was 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. So definitely read this book if you haven't. If you a lot of people are skeptical because of the title, but it's not what you think it is. So If you haven't read that book and you're interested in business, I mean, it's just one of those books that you have to read. Okay, so hopefully you guys see the power of hiring virtual staff to grow your team and grow your business. You know, I feel a lot of people think it's about just offloading the menial tasks to free up your time, which is absolutely true. And that's great, you know, customer service, things like that. But you should also realize is that you can hire people that have skills that you don't have or are better than you at things that you can kind of do. Like I was kind of doing graphic design and I was kind of doing packaging designs and stuff like that. But then I hired somebody that was far more skilled than I was, and they've been able to take me to the next level. So, you know, realize the potential of that. And yeah, so I'm really curious what your guys' ideas are for how you can use VAs in your business, or any questions that you have about hiring VAs. So as always, my comment section is open for business. I hit everybody with an answer. If you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. So much more is coming. I would love it if you guys would join that entrepreneurship Facebook group that I mentioned. It's gonna be great. Help me make it great. So I'll see you guys in there.